And so we're strolling along here with what appears to be a USAS-12 shotgun. Whoa, 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 now for a second. What fucking gun is that? Because that is not a USAS-12. My USAS definitely does not do that. Yes, but that does raise an important question. Is your USAS-12 red? If you answered no to that question, you probably don't have the extended mags and damage. Are you still going through the grinder? Still struggling along with your red dot sight and your kick proficiency? Then that, my friend, is why your USAS-12 does not do shit like this. Never judge a gun until you've unlocked and tried out the full Monty, and that rings true even more so for the shotguns. Are they really worth the grind? Yes, every last one of them, from the Striker to the SPAS to the AA-12 to the 87 to the KSG and especially the USAS. And after that brutal grind was over, I declared this shotgun to be my favourite shotgun, and it's because you can't argue with that. I mean, you can, because the Striker is clearly better in every way, but still, it's the USAS. The USAS is a beautiful thing too, and you know, we all have to start somewhere. We all have to start with our red dot sights and our kick proficiencies, but the grind for the almighty USAS is not as bad as you might think. I actually enjoyed ranking up this shotgun. Definitely not as easy as the Striker, but certainly a whole lot less taxing than any of the pump actions and the lever action. That is the model, the KSG and the SPAS. The AA-12, it was fun to some degree, but then on other occasions the lack of range would really get to you. I honestly found ranking up the USAS to be a whole lot easier on the brain. Not to mention that some of the early unlocks, I thought they paired kinda well with the USAS, such as the red dot and having Stalker, because, let me take a step back. With shotguns, I have different preferences, and I often ask people, what's better, hip firing with steady aim or aiming down the sight? And I get different answers from different people. Some people tell me to straight up hip fire with steady aim, and that's the way forward. Others have told me, try and quickscope with it, like L-tap it, as if you aim in, take a shot and aim straight back out. And I can honestly say that the best thing to listen to would be your own brain. I would put it all down to preference, and I would even go so far as to say that different shotguns are better off with different techniques. The KSG, for example, I would often try the little sort of quickscope motion where you tap L to aim slightly down sight, and then as soon as you zoomed in fully, you fire it and then you go straight back out. But the Model 1887, I will almost strictly hip fire that thing, because I feel like I hit ridiculous ranges hip fired, but it always feels like it does jack shit and hit markers when I try aim down sight. The USAS-12, in the early stages, I found combining it with the red dot sight and Stalker, and often walking around through doors, aimed well down my sight, hard aiming. I had great results doing that in the early stages, but that's more down to a personal flaw of mine with the USAS. For whatever reason, with the USAS, I struggle to hit people accurately with the hipfire, even though I can hit people relatively well with the SPAS-12 and the Model 1887 hip-fired. When it comes to the USAS, I could aim all over the place. I could go left, then I could go way to the right, then to the left again, and I could never hit center mass. For whatever reason, when it comes to aiming, this gun turns into a mischievous bastard for me. It does not want to behave itself, but if it happens that you're having a good day with your hip firing, ooh, it can certainly do some work. And if indeed you are having a bad day at the office, it can't hurt to apply that little quickscope maneuver, where you briefly zoom in for a little more center mass accuracy, and you come out with a collateral. A couple of other things I like about the USAS-12, a couple of those pointless things that I like about guns. It looks cool on the kill feed. Oh yeah, and weirdly, it kind of looks like an assault rifle. It looks a little bit like the M16, particularly the one from Black Ops, because it looks kind of narrow and thin, and all the Black Ops guns have a tendency to look skinny. Except, my Black Ops M16 certainly never did this. Just drop in the poor bastards, they don't stand a chance. Except I did feel a little bad for them, up until this point, where they ruined quite the montage moment. Where is the fourth guy? Where is the fourth guy? The feed has finally split, and there's the fourth guy. Too late, lad. I mean, the feed's gone. Ah, never mind. Well, here's the first Moab on my channel. But it ain't from me, it's from my buddy Scott, who got one in this game of domination on Bakara, where I honestly wasn't doing very well with my red dot USAS-12. I could only look on as the entire enemy team got slightly nuked, but there was another surprise in store. Because, ladies and gentlemen, in the same game of Bakara, the second Moab of the game is going to be brought to you by yours truly, Fuck! fuck! Damn it, it was not mine again. I'm still yet to get mine. I doubt I'll be getting one anytime soon, with all the riot shielding I've been doing lately, but still. 2 massive ordnance air blasts in the same game from my buddies. Very well played, gents. I'm proud of you. I could only look on with envy with my red dot USAS, but we had our moments. We didn't get any Moabs, but god damn it, we had our moments. Look at these guys all rushing towards me and my low-level USAS. Kiss my ass, buddies. Taste my bare minimum fat-free shotgun. A word of warning to you if I have inspired you to go through the grinder with this thing. It will be a tough ride, but it will not be without its moments. I implore that you enjoy these moments while they last, because it's still going to be a tough grind, but you'll be glad you did it. It's my favourite gun for a reason. She may be a little underwhelming in the early stages, but she still packs quite a steady punch. And that, my friends, was the USAS-12 shotgun. Hope you enjoyed, hope you were put off by my final score at the end of this Bakara game, but I'm sure you all know my take on the numbers by now. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. So, hope you enjoyed, thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.